Alright. Looks like the stream has started. Hello everyone, TigerHawk3 here. Today I'm going to work on the Star Trek Online Loot Parser. So, I do have one small feature to add, hopefully small, and then interface stuff, so it's more friendly and usable without having to add a bunch of Python code to the source file to produce what we want. So, let's see. What I want to do, everything in here, this is a get loot in the container. In the filters, everything is going to be just strings, because what might be integers for the minimum and maximum gain and loss, those are coded in here like that with the specific attributes, I guess, specific arguments to pass, and same for the date. So really all that's being checked is strings, and I'm using in anyway, which relies on the past filter being either another string or a some kind of iterable that supports in, like sets or lists. So what I want to do is I want to add regular expression searching because I feel like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do regex equals false. Should I do that, or should I just put it in here? Yeah, I'll just put it in there. For kv in and one more. Regex false. So if they pass the regex filter, then if that is in there, it will pop whatever value it is, and if not, it'll use false. Great. So we've got, what have we got? Okay, I think in here, when we're going through the filter items, if, no, not here, later, once we've gotten the attribute, I want to make sure that it is a string. Also if regex, and that would be if, oh, range is no. That's just other filters for ranges now. I can call this something else. Because I don't iterate through ranges anywhere. I'm just getting specific stuff. Extras. So it has a better name now. If extras regex. So if the regular expression flag was passed as being true or truthy in some way, and is instance, which direction does that go in? This direction? Yes, okay. So the object we are checking, and then the type that we want to check. Another way to do this, similar result, is with the type built-in function, but isInstance also checks for inherited types. Types that inherit from that base class. So it works a little more reliably. So if both of these are true, if this one is false, then this won't even be checked. If x is regex and is instance attribute string, then I want else something. There we go. Now what do I want? If we search and it's in there, if do we have re? We do. We definitely have re already imported. So if it is a match, re.search attribute. Attribute has to be in v. Is it attribute? No, it's v, I believe. Yeah. No, attribute does have to be a string. And hopefully they passed an appropriate regex, and if not, it will break. Let's do we have the attribute, which might be like the name of a shield or something, and yes, if this attribute is not in the filter, or if the filter, which is actually a regular expression, is not a match in the string. There. V ADR. Is that it? I think that's it. Is that it? If we search in the past filter value, no, if we use the filter value as an expression, and that expression is not found in the attribute, then we say false and break and don't do this, and it is not included in the, this event does not, is not yielded in this. Yeah, then it doesn't get to yield. Okay, that should be good. I think, I hope. Let's do the following. Which one do I want? If I had put in actual comments, I would know what these did. So let's do energy credits. Total value, no. Let's just do let's say something like, don't I have a count? By day, totals by day, the minimum, etc. Something in here. Let's do this one. So the gain item will be contraband, and actually instead of this we're going to do regex equals true. And now we want an expression here. So it can be, let's say, just one thing in the character class. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to just run this regular thing and see if it works. Okay, let me turn on this. Pi STO Loot Parser 7.py. See what we get. Invalid syntax. Okay, oops. There we go. That's better. My mistake, of course. Now what do we get? Alright. So that works. 11, 55, 12, same from before. And now I have other calendar days. It's been 2 days since I streamed this, so it makes sense. 42 and 38. So far for today. I'm probably going to get more contraband later tonight. That's just, I'm probably going to get more. I just get more winning all the time. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, let's make this. So this is our regular expression. I mean, this is the flag that we're using, regex, and this is the expression for now. It's a very simple expression. Now let's make it a tiny bit more complex just to make sure. And let's run it again. And it works the same. How about that? Something contraband. And it's using search, so it could be anywhere in there. I think that should work. And 5, 12, 42, 38. So it does work. Neat. Okay. So that's pretty good. Let's see. I don't know if calendar equals true is very useful, because it's basically 24-hour periods already, but starting at midnight. Maybe it should do that anyway. Calendar. Where do we have that? Seems silly. This and this. Now let's just do that. Okay. I think I will be removing this calendar option because it seems a little unnecessary, and by removing I mean make it the default behavior. Is it useful to have 24-hour periods starting at whatever arbitrary time you started the first log? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to take that out. Yeah. If this and this. Calendar, else this and that, and the time delta. It's not important. We're not doing that. And we're going to take out calendar. It will always be true, basically. If the month is correct and the day is correct. Should it have something by year? No. I don't know if I want to rely on that. Because the copy-pasted logs don't have an appropriate year. Can I do it anyway, though? Does it matter? Do I need anything but the day? I don't think I even need the month. If the day is the same, append it. If it changes, then make a new bucket, etc. and so forth. I don't think I need any of that. Okay. Don't need this. If it's the same day, great. If the month changes, the day will change too. Okay. A little bit of cleanup in there. What else have we got? Add regex, improve that. Take out calendar. That's what I just did. Calendar. Take out calendar. Take out calendar. How many more? This one. Calendar. Anything else? Is that the only one? Yeah. Great. Took out calendar. Take out command window. Cool. So let's see. Do I still have pickle? I do. Still important. Let's make a something. I'm gonna move it over here. Right over there. Okay. Import Tkinter as decay. Class Loot Parser STO def.net, and we're making a Tkinter application root equals tk.dk parser equals STO Loot Parser send with root and root.main loop. Okay. 17 minutes in. We have time to do stuff. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Feature planning. Let's do that. Let's look through the functions that we have. Let's see. Let's just see. This will be not executed, so get logs should probably be something else. Maybe just a basic function? Yeah. Get logs, okay. Let's do that. Move that from here. Put this in there. Unindent. Very good. Okay. That's bad. We will change that. None of this will be called if we're importing it from import STO Loot Parser 7 for now as STO LP. I don't know. This is this as whatever, that's an alias. So if I have to change this, if I wanted to run it in Python 2 for some reason, it wouldn't work, by the way, because I'm relying on that syntax. I would do this, and then I wouldn't have to change this part, because whatever I import here, I called it that. Called it TK. And when I remove this 7, to use the generic name, it will still work. I won't have to change it with the version number. In theory, I could just call it, I could just take that out now and save it with a new name, and that's what it's called, and that's how GitHub works. But I want more local copies, just in case. I don't know. Okay, so here we will create the interface. We're gonna have browse to the location of the thing. Path, self.path. We're probably gonna need that. That's my guess. Self.path equals path. No. Path entry equals tk.entry in the parent, and I don't have to say self.parent here because they both refer to the same object. Okay. Very good. Path entry.pack. And then think. I'll have the path, and then I'll want a function of some kind. Def parse the path. Self dot what's it gonna be? No. I will be using this STO LP.getLogs with the path. STO LP.getLogs self.pathEntry.get. What am I going to do with that? I think that just yields stuff. Yields names. Okay. Get logs. Where's get logs? Logs equals this. So I need something like that. Logs equals self.logs equals this will be a populate, more like populate. What exactly does this do? Yields from each file, so it's each line. For line in this, we need a container. STO LP dot container, right? We want to start up one of those. Probably first thing. Yeah. Container is a container. What's this? What am I doing here? The heck? I'm actually doing stuff in this. So let's see. This should probably be a function too. Logs equals get log this. Should it do this already directly? Maybe it should yield loot based on this stuff, more or less, etc. Let's see. I have this yielding lines. So I'm going to change this a bit. For line in F, yield get logs. Okay, gonna change that. Yield loot. Yield a loot object for each match in this. This doesn't make sense, does it? If I have this. I'm gonna go through that. Match equals this. If match, yield loot. So let's match equals this. If match, yield something. A loot object. Star match.groups. Okay. Alright, so this will also parse everything. Populate container. How about yield loot from folder. Okay, and that yields loot items from the folder. Let's also have def. What did I call it actually? Get logs. Can I call it with something? Yeah, with this. And then the name, location. Let me do this for now. I will clean it up, I promise. Yield from F. Loot from logs. Not anymore. For line in get logs location, right? I'm still planning stuff. This needs to be over here. Very good. For line and get logs with the location, because it's just yielding string lines, that's fine. Match is this. If there's a match, yield loot. Without this, actually, it might need that in some way. CP equals false. Let's start with that. Equals CP. And let's change this. Logs equals get logs. This for loot in. What do I call it? Loot from logs. Yeah. For loot in. Loot from logs. Does that need a location? No. Yes, it does. CP equals CP. Right. CP equals pasted. Right? Is that what I had? Yeah. CP equals pasted. Okay. Let's see if this works. It probably doesn't. I'm just gonna run the same. Yeah, no, that's bad. 18. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Location is not defined, of course not. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Where does location come from? Location equals false. So I'm calling this as the outer thing. So I need to have location past that, and then it gets its lines from this. Here's the match. If there's a match, we yield a loot object from that. Okay. Location. Loot from logs is missing the location. Of course it is. Logs equals here's a question. Logs, loot from logs. Get logs should, something's wrong here. Okay. A lot of this is no longer applicable. For loot in loot from logs, CP equals pasted. And we know whether it's pasted. Do we need get logs here still? No, I don't think so. Let's say that pasted is instead of being this, it's going to be a file. Yeah. So this may no longer work. Oh dear. Okay. Location equals something. Location. Location equals this with that. It's hard-coded for now. I know, I realize. We'll do something better later. Location equals do I use sys.argv somewhere? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, right over there. Let's say input. No, it has to be a file. This is annoying. I'm slightly stuck. That's okay. Only a little bit stuck. Loop from logs. Location, location, location. Okay, get logs does that. That's good. Loot from logs for line in something. Logs. If CP where do we get the location from? Gonna need that at some point. I don't know. This is messy because we either want a folder path or we want something else. Let's do this. If CP with open location as F, yield from F. Okay, otherwise we're going to go through all that. Oh, yes, yes. So if location is the path to a file, as noted by we got it from a copy paste, then we're going to do that. Else, we're going to do this. No, no, didn't want that. This button. There we go. Okay. Location, if CP location and CP. Okay. If we copy pasted it. Oh, how do we know what expression it is? Let's move that expression into here. No. Or maybe? No, we have to add a bunch of things. Okay, I had too much stuff in the if name equals main, and now it's wrong. Some of this stuff I want to do even if name is not main. So here we go. Here we go. You ready? I'm not. This is unexpectedly messy. If that's over here, pasted equals true. Yeah. This stuff has to be different. Has to be elsewhere. Yes. If it's copy pasted, we do this. Else, we do that. Okay. And this won't work for the testing dealy. I should just save this in a file. Copy, let me make a file out of this. Save as. Copy paste parser input .txt. Great. Okay. This is going to have to be somewhere else. Paste it equals *dp and sister.v. Okay. Because all we had in there was true and false, didn't matter. Container for loot in loot from logs, this location and this pasted value. Container.add whatever. Location equals this.argv1. Do I do that anywhere else? I don't think I do. No. Okay. Then I'll have to pass this thing, this string, to the program when I run it. I had the command window on. Sorry. I hope it wasn't blocking anything important. For loot in loot from logs, location is location. CP equals pasted. Location. If it's copy pasted, then it's this. I'm going to move the expression to the top. Okay. If it's copy pasted, this is our expression. Otherwise, this. Copy pasted this, else that. For line in get logs, location copy pasted. If it is copy pasted, it's just going to open this given file name and yield from it. And otherwise, it's going to go through all the files in that folder and yield each line in all of them. So we go through that, and then we have this and that, etc. Okay, let's see if this just basically works. System.argv1, and it needs a location for loot in loot from logs with this. Container.add loot. Let's do the following, actually. Container. I don't know why we would do anything else. Container equals container. Container.add loot this. Return container. Okay. Container equals container from logs. This location and this what's it and the thing. Add loot. Am I doing that right? Yeah. Container.add loot whatever. Okay. All right. Now I will need this, and I will do that, and this, and paste, and that, and star copy paste. No, not copy paste. Expression, reference before assignment. Where is it? 29, look from logs, container from logs, yes, equals log plus expression. Expression, reference before assignment. But it's global, it's right here. Expression is this. That's odd. Expression, this should assign a local variable equals log plus expression. It should be able to do that. I mean, I'm not reassigning to that same variable. Maybe I should do this first. I just want to see if this will fix it. Get this global variable and assign it to a local one. Can I do that? No. Still thinks it's local. Why? You know what I can do? What I'm going to do? It's not used anywhere else. So I'm going to put it in here. And there we go. Alright. Cool. And that's what's happening there. It's breaking. Is no good. Permission denied. Are you serious? Okay. Was working before. Why permission denied? I don't know. Why? Why denied? Security. Read and execute. Allowed all application packages, etc. Creator, owner, system administrator, that's me. Users. Read and execute, list folder contents, read, write. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's doing open location. Hang on. Hang on. Line 38, exactly. If copy paste, it's executing 38. I didn't say copy paste. What? I beg your pardon, computer. Oh, am I passing it as true or something? No. CP insist argv, and it is not. Location is the first one. Container from logs, location is this. CP equals pasted. And location and CP. Okay, let's try again. Pasted. Wrong name. Okay, it is this, and copy pasted is false. Equals pasted. I have container from logs, right? Yeah, container from logs. Location is this, space is that, whatever. Should be false. In container from logs, CP is by default false, and it is saying false. Oh, annoying. If CP, and I reassign it right in here. Okay, that's annoying, but alright. How about the paste? Paste plus expression, log plus expression. There. That should be a little nicer. And now it is running and doing what it's supposed to do. Take out that print call. Very nice. Much better. Now let's also do the following. Let's show you what it did. It did what it's supposed to do. Now, STO Loot Parser 7.py, and it's the current location, and the name is, what did I call that? Copy paste parser input .txt, and this is copy pasted. And it didn't get anything. Oh, I had no contraband. So, of course. Let's do this. And run it again. Anything. Great. Now it says anything with stuff. Fantastic. Okay. These things and those things and whatever. And let's gain them equals this. Alright. Maybe gate item could be nothing if we just spent stuff, so let's do that and run it again. And there's, is there more? 19, 156, 15, a 1, 6, 7, 8, 12. So the -1 pass token shows up now, because with just a dot for gain item, it means there has to be at least a character of some kind in gain item. And if it's empty string, then it didn't find a character. So this is working. Good. Good. Excellent. What a mess. But I'm working on it. I'm fixing it. Paste, log, expression. Make a container. If it's copy paste, get it. Else get the right expression for each line, and get logs from this location. Copy pasted. Get the match. If it's a match, do the thing with the what's it. Return the container. Great. Self.container equals STO LP dot, what do I call it? Container from logs. Self dot path entry dot get. Let's go to grid right now. Row equals 0, column equals 0. Self dot pasted equals pasted box equals tk. There's a it's check button or something. I'm gonna Google. I'm actually gonna go to fbot. EFFBOT.org. Check button. Check button needs an int var. That's annoying, but okay. Pasted equals tk.int var. tk.check button parent text equals pasted variable equals self.pasted. Okay. And there's a set or something. Okay. Should work. Self.pasted. Self.pasted box.grid. Row equals 0, column equals 1. There should be a button of some kind. Self.populate button equals tk.button. In the parent, text equals populate. Command equals self.populate. Okay. Self.populate button dot grid. Where should it go? How about to the right? Row equals 0, column equals 2. Okay. Let's save that as something. How about STO Loot Parser GUI. Okay, I don't know, whatever. Container is a list, I believe. Print self.container 0. This is just to test. Can I index it like this, or is it just iterating over? I don't recall. But let's run this thing. Py STO Loot Parser GUI.py. I get an interface. So there we have it. Let's get the information from here. This is interesting. Anyway, where's that path for me to copy? Somewhere over here. It's gonna be. Here we are. Game client. Populate. Permission denied. Because it's doing the wrong thing. I said it's not pasted. Get logs with open location as F. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Let me close that. Let me save this first. Does that make any difference? No, it's bad. As you can see, it's still saying permission denied because we're trying to open a folder and look at all the strings in the folder. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So to this, and at the end we will print oh, I see. Objects, like user-defined class objects, which can mean any user, really, such as the Tkinter intvar object, are always evaluated as truthy. So we need to do that. It's annoying, but that's what we gotta do. Let's run it again. Show you that. Got this. Not pasted. Populate. Doodly-doodly-doo. Does not support indexing. Okay, I can fix that. That's fine. I would need a get item daily. Just get the next one. That's fine. Do this. Paste. Populate. And object is not an iterator. Yes, it is. For item and self.container, print item and break. That had better work. And it printed a thing. Fantastic. Gain research XP for projectiles times 1000. No losses. Great. Fantastic. Okay. So this is a thing. It is a very sparse interface, as you can see. It has a box that isn't really big enough. And pasted that shows up on the right. And populate button. That's all it does. Doesn't actually have analysis in any way. But going for an hour, maybe next time. Maybe next time. So we have a GUI that wraps it in some way and does nothing useful. But after we've populated this and gotten information, we can do stuff. Save. We can do a whole bunch of things. We should probably remove that. And possibly this. I think that's convenient. I don't know. I'm gonna need that string from time to time. And all of this stuff is analysis that may or may not be desired. So gain item equals, let's take this out for now and just do contraband. Okay. So we didn't really move any analysis into the nice little interface, but our interface can store our data. Oh, let me actually, that's an idea. I'm gonna run this. Yes, indeed. Now I'm going to see how much space it takes up. Where is it? It's called Tkinter or something? Python? Probably that. 9 meg. Now let me paste that in. Do. And 12 meg. So it took up 3 meg of RAM to store all these objects. And so if that's, what, 4 days or so? How much is this, actually? Actually, is Dolan. From 15 to 19. So about 4 days worth, no, 5 days is 3 meg. Okay. About 70 of those in a year. A couple hundred meg it's gonna be for a year's worth of data. I think people can handle a couple hundred meg. That's fine. That's good. It'll probably take a long time to process all those logs. I should add a that pickling dealie. I should be able to pickle the container and then add the loot. Add new stuff. So that's something. So I will need writing in my notes. So we'll need some way to save data and load it from a pickled file object and determine what we want to add. Maybe a from here to there sort of thing. Start at this file and stop at that file. I guess. Maybe... Let's see. That would take up a lot of hard drive space. Why is that one 12 meg? Wow. I have most of my chat logs from play sessions 100K, 200, 200, 178, 261, 328, 900K, 100K, 12 meg. I don't know why that's 12 meg. It's very big. Maybe it includes combat? I don't know. But I will find out later. So what we need to do is a way to avoid processing stuff more than once. So how about I'm just going to write that in to-do list. Save and load data to avoid repeated processing. Okay, so hopefully we can do that. Let's see. $200 meg for a year's worth of stuff. It's a lot of messages, a lot of logs, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I think this particular one, let's take a look at it. Radiation damage, combat. Yeah. Combat. Look at all this combat. It's mostly combat. So when you do a chat log, it includes the combat. That's great. So there you have it. That'll make the logs bigger and make them take longer to go through, I guess. Could be a good recommendation to turn off the chat log before you go into battle, maybe. All you'd have to worry about then is stuff that could occur while you are in combat and not doing anything else, like gameplay announce, the lockbox winning spam, or uh-oh, says video output low. That's not good. Anyway, I don't know if technical problem apparently, but anyway, I'm just gonna basically end now. And I will see you next time. I don't know if you can see this, but I will see you next time. And there'll be game stuff tomorrow. I don't know what. I have no idea. And more of the loot parser after that. And then more stuff next week. So join me for more stuff. And hopefully I'll see you there. Leave a comment if you have any ideas for how the interface should look, or other analysis features. But yeah, video output low, that's not good. I don't know why it's doing that. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.